I'm not gonna lie, I tried recording this video, like, this is the third time I'm trying to record this video, and also the third day in a row where I tried to record this video, and every single time I go back and I check how long the video is, and it's been like 25 minutes for a story that really should only take 10 minutes. So I'm gonna try again, hopefully it works this time. Basically, this past weekend, July 4th weekend, I was planning to hang out with a bunch of my friends. One of my friends was coming over from upstate New York. She lives in upstate New York. Was gonna come over for July 4th, and we were planning to just like hang out with another group of friends. It was gonna be like 4 of us in total, me, 2 girls, and 1 guy. The other 2 friends, they both live in New York City. And, you know, when a friend visits New York City and 3 of us are living here, obviously it makes sense for her to stay with one of us. And I remember we were coordinating in the group chat, and she was asking the other female friend in the group, yo, can I like stay over at your house, or your place, your apartment, really? And then the other friend was like, yeah, let me first ask my mom and see if we can host you, because we have a bunch of guests coming over, so we might not be able to accommodate you for the entire weekend. So just having this in mind, then my friend then asked me, yo, if I can't stay at the other friend's house, can I stay at your apartment? Because she knew I was living in New York City in my own apartment by myself for the summer. I had extra space, and we're also, I would say, like pretty close. Out of all my college friends, I would say we are pretty much like closest with each other, and we've known each other for pretty much the longest. Anyways, so I say yes. I don't really think much about it. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I have space. The sleeping situation is a little bit cooked, just because, I mean, it's an apartment built for 1 person, right? I don't have an extra bed, nor do I have extra pillows or blankets. But that's okay, because we could just borrow them from the other friend, the original female friend. And then I also made sure to like let her know that like, hey, you would have to like sleep in the living room. It's not really furnished, just because the guy that I'm renting this apartment from didn't really furnish it, which is not a problem for me. And I guess for her though, it might have been a slightly different story, just because like, in her defense, I did make everything sound a little bit more fried than it had to be. And I remember she asked me, yo, if it's that bad, what if we just share your bed? And I was just like, I thought she was joking, and I was just like, we'll cross that bridge if we get to it. Right. And then about a week goes by, and now it's the weekend that everyone is supposed to stay over. Also, for I guess a little bit of additional context, the night, so she ended up being able to stay at the other friend's house for 1 night, and then she would move in to stay with me for the rest of the weekend. And that kind of, that day that she was supposed to move in, we were also planning, the 4 of us, to have a drinking party at my place. Which is like all fine, whatever. I don't have any problem with hosting. It was fun. We also were all pretty a little bit burnt from just the summer, working various things. So we also all just wanted to get drunk, whatever. And then, you know, things go pretty well. We have a lot of fun. And then after everyone else has gone home, it's just the 2 of us in my apartment. We're about to get ready for bed, and my friend, I let her just like shower and brush her teeth first, just, you know, to be polite. And after that, after she's done showering, she comes into my room and she's like, yo, I'm gonna chill in your bed for a little bit while my hair dries. And, you know, I'm sitting there like playing Minecraft or something, probably waiting for her, and I was like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever, that's fine. And then I think it's also important to keep in mind that by this point, she is also still pretty tipsy, because she does not have like a huge alcohol tolerance. Like, while she was trying to brush her teeth, she accidentally used my acne cream instead of the toothpaste. Which I don't even know how that happens. Anyways, but after that, you know, I shower, I get ready for bed, and I come back and she has full on fallen asleep, which is fine. I don't really mind. I'm pretty sure I go back and play Minecraft for a little bit longer, just because I didn't want to wake her up, because she's been pretty stressed lately, and you know, I just want to make sure that she feels, well, like I just want to make sure that she was accommodated. And then a little bit later, after that, she eventually wakes up and she asks me if I want to watch like a TV show before we go sleep, because we have a running list of like animes, K-dramas, TV shows that we've wanted to watch that we didn't really get to during the school year. And she was like, hey, right now is the perfect time to get all this, to all these. But I'm not gonna lie, I was already pretty tired. And also it was close to 2 a.m. now, so I was just like, yeah, we should probably just go to bed, you know, get some sleep, because this was the day before July 4th, and we had July 4th plans that we wanted to do. Which is all fine. She understands. She's like, oh yeah, you're right. Let's just go to bed. So she goes back to the living room, where we have an air mattress set up for her. And then a little bit later, I see in the group chat, she sends a message saying, yo guys, my mom is flipping out at me. Because as it turns out, she had told her mom that she was going to be staying at the other, you know, female friend's house for the entire weekend, not at some guy's house. But the problem is that her mom has her location. So like, she checked her location, very clearly saw that she was not at this, that she was at my apartment, not the other friend's house, and understandably got pretty pissed. So you know, my friend's freaking out a little bit right now, and I respond in the group chat. I'm like, yo, like, I think I sent like a Sun Yen gift or something. And she comes back into my room and she's like, yo, are you awake? I still was, just because my sleep schedule has been pretty cooked recently, so I haven't been sleeping super well. And then I try to like calm her down a little bit, just because she is understandably a little bit freaked out. Like she's yeah. And then after that, she's like, okay, so after we finish like talking, she's like, wait 1 sec, I'm gonna go grab my iPad. And I was like, okay. And I don't know why, like low-key I would prefer to go back to bed, but you know, if I don't know. And then she comes back with her iPad, and then immediately hops into my bed next to me, and she pulls out Netflix, because I think now we've kind of already established that neither of us are really like tired, right? Neither of us are going to be able to sleep very well. She's definitely not going to be asleep very well. I just couldn't fall asleep because my sleep schedule is still a little bit fried. So she pulls out Netflix, and we end up watching the first episode of a K-drama that she's really been wanting to show me. It's really nice. It's pretty interesting. It's cool. And then after we finish watching the episode, which is about an hour long, at this point it's 4 a.m. and we're like, okay, we really have to try to at least get a little bit of sleep, and otherwise tomorrow is just gonna be completely fried. And she agrees, and I assumed that she's gonna go back to you know, the living room where her bed is set up. Instead, she just grabs my blanket, wraps herself up in it, and then just curls up into bed, literally inches away from me. And I'm now all of a sudden, like, I'm here blanketless. Half of my bed is taken by a girl who's sleeping inches away from me, and like I'm a little bit confused, to put it lightly, because like, I mean, shit, what do you do in this situation, right? And I really tried to just like not let it get to my head and tried falling asleep. I think I got maybe 1 hour of restful sleep that entire night. And then, as it turns out, my friend eventually had to go stay with another family friend who lives all the way in like Jersey City. So our 4th of July plans got fucked, which is unfortunate, but it's whatever. The next day after July 4th was fine. We went out, did a lot of fun stuff, and we didn't talk about it at all. Like, I think we both kind of just brushed it off. I don't know. Like Loki was it was a little bit anticlimactic, and I remember I told my friends like as a joke, like, "Yo guys, I slept with." Intentionally bad phrasing, but I was like, yeah, yeah, you know, and all of my friends immediately thought that I had like cracked or something, or at least I think they ironically thought, just because they know I would never, I would never do anything. But yeah, a little bit of a different topic today, just because I feel like recently I've been talking about a lot of heavy stuff, whether that be philosophical things or just like how my life has just been getting worse. So I decided that today I would try to talk about a more lighthearted topic, you know, a little bit more of a fun topic, um, where I slept with someone. Ooh, ooh. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed a little bit shorter video today. Well, I actually got it down to like close to 10 minutes. I think that should be the goal, 10 to 15 minutes. I realized a lot of my videos so far have been like 20-ish minutes recently. Like, what the fuck, bro? Anyways, yeah, that's just a little fun little story. We still haven't talked about it. Like, it's already, I don't even remember what days it is today. It's like July 8th, so a few days after. Things have been chill. Things have been normal. Like, we haven't discussed it. I don't think either of us really thought anything of it. Yeah, but that's all I have to say. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.